Good day, class. This is Sir Emilio Titare Jr. and welcome to the fourth day of our mathematics class. Today's learning objective is to find the general term or the nth term of a sequence given the first few terms. So if yesterday we focused on linear expressions, today we will have fractional and radical expressions. So let's warm up first. Add 3 halves and 15/4. So in adding dissimilar fractions, we all know that we should first identify the least common denominator of the denominators 2 and 4. So we know that or 2 and 4 is are ours. Sorry. We know that 2 and 4 are the denominators, and the LCD of these two, or the number that can be divided by 4 and 2, is 4. So you have to think the lowest or the least. 8 is possible, 12 is possible, but the least is 4. So in converting 3 halves and 15/4, we need to write two fractions with 4 as denominators. So let us now convert 3 halves. 4 divided by 2 is 2, times 3 is 6. Since 15/4 has already 4 as its denominator, we will just copy it. So again, this one, 6, came from 4 divided by 2 times 3. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, times 3 is 6. So the final answer for this one, we will just copy the denominator 4 and add the numerator. 6 plus 15 is 21. So the final answer for this one is 21/4. Now, find the factored form of 6x plus 21y minus 12. So, in this one, we have three terms, 6x plus 21y minus 12. So, they have different variables, x, y, while the third term is a constant. So, we will just find the GCF, or greatest common factor, of 6, 21, and 12. So the GCF of 6, 21, and 12 is, when we say GCF, it is the biggest number that can divide 6, a number that can divide 21, and can divide 12. So that number is, if you're thinking about number 6, that is not correct because it can divide 6, but it cannot divide 21. So the right answer for this one is 3. So in short, we will extract 3 from these three terms, the 6x, 21y, and negative 12. So let us write 3 and a parenthesis. So first, let us extract 6x by 3. So 6x divided by 3 is 2x, while 21y divided by 3 is 7y, and negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. So the final answer for this one, the factored form, is this one. 3 times quantity 2x plus 7y minus 4. Next, let us add cube root of 3 and 7 cube root of 3. So in on radicals with same radicals, so we have here cube root of 3, they have same cube root of 3. We will just add the numbers outside the radicals. So here the number outside the radical is 7, while here we see nothing. So if just like in coefficients, if we saw no coefficient, it means it has 1 as its coefficient. So 1 cube root of 3 plus 7 cube root of 3, we will just copy the cube root of 3 and add 1 and 7. So the final answer for this one is 7 cube root of 3. Next, subtract negative 1/3 2 from negative 7 over 6. So negative 1/3 minus negative 7 over 6. We can see here, just like on number 1, that they don't have the same fraction or denominators. Therefore, they are dissimilar fractions. So we have first to convert them. So let's find the LCD of 3 and 6. So the LCD of 3 and 6 is a number that can divide 6 and can divide 3. So that or can be divided, that can divide 3 and 6, that number, or can be divided by, again, we have to think of a number that can be divided by 6 and can be divided by 3. So that number is 6. So we have to convert this negative 1/3 to a denominator with 6. A fraction with a denominator of 6. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. Again, let's divide 6 by 3. So that will be 2. And 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Now, we have here negative and minus. We all know that whenever we see a minus sign and a negative sign side by side, it will make, or it will be plus. So plus positive 7 over 6. We will just copy 7 over 6 because it has a denominator of 6. So negative 2 plus 7, the numerators, just add them, we will have 5. And the denominators will be 6 because we just copied it. Next, let us now focus on our main topic. Find the sequence or the general term of the sequence 3 halves 9/4, 3 15 over 4. So let's be organized and put it in a table first. We have here 3 halves, 9/4, 3 15/4. Now, before we go to their differences, or before we get the differences of the sequence, we have to convert it first. So 3 halves, 9/4, 3 with the denominator of 1. This is the fraction form of 3, and 15 over 4. So let us find the LCD of 2, 4, 1, and 4. And the LCD of those numbers are, very good, 4. So convert 3 halves into a fraction with 4 as the denominator. So 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 3, 6. Now we will just copy 9 over 4 because it has a 4 as its denominator. And in 3, we will just divide 4 divided by 1, which is 4 times 3. Now we will have 12 over 4. and 15 over 4 will just be copied. Now, let us get the differences of these fractions of each terms of the sequence. Now, 9 minus 6 is 3 over 4, copy lang. 12 minus 9 is also 3, copy ang denominator. And the last is 15 minus 12 is also 3 over 4. As we can see here, 3/4 ang kanilang similar or they have a common difference of 3/4. Pare-pareho. And it became or in short, constant. So since constant, the general term is linear in nature. And dahil linear in nature siya, pwede natin gamitin tong formula na or equation na to na a sub n is equal to a times n plus b. Now, let us proceed to our next part. Ayusin lang ulit natin yung table natin. And this time, gamit yung dalawang pares sa ating table. Mula sa ating table, gamitin natin yung unang dalawang pares, the first two pairs, to find the value of a and b. So first, we have here n is equal to 1 and a sub n is equal to 3 halves. So, by substituting into these equations, we will have a sub n is 3 over 2 is equal to a times n, which is 1, plus b. And we can rewrite this as a times 1 is a plus b, copy lang, is equal to 3 halves. Next, for the next pair, we have a sub n is 9 over 4 is equal to a times n, which is 2, plus b. We can rewrite this as a times 2 is 2a plus b is equal to 9 over 4. So these are the two equations that we will use. So using those two equations, let us solve using elimination method in solving system equations. So we have here 2a plus b is equal to 9 over 4. The second one is a plus b equal to 3 over 2. By let us subtract those two or get the difference of those equations. We will have 2a minus a is a. Cross out na natin ng b kasi b minus b is 0. So a will be equal to 9 over 4 minus 3 halves is 6/4 or this will be 3/4 pala, katulad nung common difference kanina. So meron na tayong a as 3/4. Now let us get the value of b using this equation. So a plus b is equal to 3 halves. A is 3/4 plus b is equal to 3 over 2. Ngayon, gusto nating ma-isolate si b at tanggalin si 3 over 4. So, gagamit tayo ng addition property of equality kung saan sinasabi na mag-a-add tayo ng same number both side of our equation para ma-isolate si b. So, mag-add tayo ng, dahil sa 3/4 yung gusto nating mawala, so 3/4 plus b plus, mag-add tayo ng kabaligtaran niya, which is negative 3/4 or ng kanyang additive inverse. And kung ano ginawa natin sa kaliwa, gawin din natin sa kanan. So negative po yan. So, cross out na natin. Dito, dahil magiging 0 na lang yan, b will be equal to 3 halves plus negative 3/4 is 3/4. So, ang value ng a natin is 3/4 as well as value ng b, 3/4. Thus, the general term is this one. Palitan natin yung a ng 3/4 at yung b ng 3/4. Since pareho silang 3/4, extract natin yung 3/4. Ang matitira na lang 3/4 divided by 3/4 n divided by 3/4 is n. Then 3/4 divided by 3/4 is 1. So the final answer is this one. 3/4 times quantity n plus 1. Next, how about this one? May radical signs na po tayo dito. So, ang gagawin natin dito sa ating 12 over cube root of 9, 16 cube root of 9, 20 cube root of 9, 24 cube root of 9, gawin natin dyan, dedmahin muna natin yung cube root of 9. Isulat lang natin yung 12, 16, 20, and 24. So, ngayon, tanggalin muna natin sila, pero mamaya, wag natin silang kalimutang isole kapag may value na tayo ng a and b. So, kunin lang natin yung difference ng ating 12, 16, 20, and 24. Sulat natin para sure tayo. 4, 16 minus 12 is 4, 20 minus 16 is 4, and 24 minus 20 is 4. As we can see, pare-parehong 4. Dahil isa lang yung kanilang difference, the general term is linear. At dahil linear ang ating general term, pwede natin gamitin ng formula na a sub n plus a times n plus b. So, gamitin lang natin yung unang dalawang pares natin mula sa table, which is 1 and 12 and 2 and 16. Tapos, i-substitute natin yun dito sa ating equation para magkaroon tayo ng bagong equation. Ang ating a sub n ay 12 is equal to a times n, which is 1, plus b, and let us write it as a times 1 is a, plus b is equal to 12. Now, for the second pair, let us have a sub n is 16 is equal to, again, sinasubstitute lang natin sa equation na to, a times n natin ay 2 plus b. And we can write this as a times 2 is 2a plus, copy lang yung b, equal to 16. So, ito na yung dalawang equation na gagamitin natin. Next, using elimination method, solve natin katulad lang din kanina, 2a plus b equal to 16. Ang unang equation naman, a plus b is equal to 12. Kunin natin yung difference. Magiging 2a minus a is a. b minus b is 0. 16 minus 12 is 4. So, kung kanina, may value na tayo ng a, ngayon, isoli na natin itong cube root of 3 over 9. Cube root of 9. We read this as, ang value ng a natin is 4 cube root of 9. Hanapin naman natin ang value ng b natin. For the value of b, 4 muna ang gamitin natin para di tayo malito na value ng a. So, a plus b, gamitin natin tong formula na to, is equal to 12. So, ang value ng a natin, huwag muna natin to isama si cube root of 9 para di tayo maguluhan. So, 4 muna. Plus, b is equal to 12. Gamit tayo ng addition property of equality, mag-add tayo ng 4 or ng negative 4 both sides. Hanapin natin yung additive inverse ng gusto nating mawala. Gusto natin magsulo lang si B sa kaliwa, di ba? Kailangan itumba na si 4. So, 4 plus negative 4 is 0. Maiiwan na lang si B. B is equal to 12 plus negative 4 is 8. Then, isolve natin ngayon si cube root of 9. So, the value of A is 4 cube root of 9. Value ng B is 8 cube root of 9. Para sila may cube root of 9. Thus, the general term is yung A natin, 4 cube root of 9n plus 8 cube root of 9. Since pareho sila may cube root of 9, extract natin yon. GCF ng 4 tsaka ng 8 ay 4. So, mag-extract tayo ng 4 cube root of 9. Itong 4 cube root of 9n divided by 4 cube root of 9, n na lang matitira. Samantalang ang 8 cube root of 9 divided by 4 cube root of 9, 2 ang matitira. So, the final answer will be A sub n is equal to 4 cube root of 9 times quantity n plus 2. That will be all for today. Kung meron kayong katanungan, pwede nyo akong i-chat. Pwede kayong mag-chat sa ating group chat. Goodbye, class. See you next time.